We are in the early stages of a winter weather advisory, working this way through Wisconsin today. And so I thought I would come out here because I need to check the ashes on the Crown Royal 7300 MP. I also am going to clean out the multipass chamber again. But I wanted to show you guys something that I've kind of noticed, and I'm wondering if you have an outdoor wood boiler, how you load your wood. And I'll explain what I mean by that, and I'll show you here right now. So there is the inside of the boiler, and you can notice on the one side over here, there's 4 or 5 pieces of wood that are all like just still stacked upon each other. And then on the other side, there's that one piece back there. But what I've kind of noticed is that everything kind of seems to burn right in the center. And then normally I stack the wood in here kind of like left to right, like the long way like this, kind of like how you can see right there. And it just seems like the center is burning out, and then those pieces on the sides aren't really like falling in or burning all that well. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe putting the pieces in here the long way, front to back, kind of stacking it front to back, and then that might help with the whole, burning out just the center. So this load is from last night around 10 o'clock, and it's now a little after 10 this morning. So 12-hour burn, and I still have 5-6 pieces left. We are at 176. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to knock these pieces kind of down into the center here. Yeah, see, there's still quite a bit of wood left in there. Ooh, that's burning good now. But I just don't know if I should be stacking my wood in there like this, or just randomly tossing it in there. So before I clean out the ashes, let me just show you that garbage can right there. That is all the ash from pretty much the month of November. So I am getting far less ash with the Crown Royal than I did with the WoodMaster. So I am going to just dump this out before I clean out the ashes, just to get rid of all this old ash in there and make room for the new stuff. And you can see, again, a lot of it is just real fine ash. No big coals or chunks like the WoodMaster. And what I do is I just dump this barrel out right over there. I have a little spot. You can kind of see the hump from last year's ash pile. So I am still expecting to have a little water come out of the ashtray door down here, just because of the whole heating up and cooling, the intervals in between the heat cycles. There's still, I think, a little condensation happening inside the firebox. So we'll see. Yep, there's a little bit came out. Not as much as before, so it's cutting down, so that's good. So I probably could have left that in there for another couple days. It wasn't completely full, but I figured since I'm out here, I would just dump those ashes out. And again, you can see there's not that much in there. So a lot less ashes from the Crown Royal 7300. And now for the multi-pass chamber. Let's take a look up here and see. Yeah, we got a little build up here in the front. Should probably scrape that out. You can see that smoke just, that kind of demonstrates right there the flow of the exhaust. So everything comes up back there in the back, and then it comes forward, makes this corner, goes up to the top, and then on out and up the stack. So that's kind of cool to see, the flow of that smoke. So the last time I did a video on cleaning out the multi-pass chamber, someone had commented and said I could just push all of that creosote, all that stuff back, and then it will fall down through the hole that's in the back of the chamber back into the inside of the boiler and then just burn up. So I think that is what I'm going to do this time. Got the ash pan cleaned out, got the multi-chamber cleaned out, and I think what I'm going to do is just leave those 5 or 6 pieces in there and let them go through another burn cycle, just because they were, you know, there was still a lot of wood in there. So I'm going to wait to load it up, and I just don't know if I should, when I do load it up, if I should keep stacking the pieces like that, like left to right, or if I should change and go like front to back. Or if I should just toss them all in there randomly, and wherever they land, they land. But the thing with tossing them in there randomly and just loosely is I think that will not allow me to get as much wood in the firebox. I don't know if it even matters anyway. So let me know down in the comments if you have an outdoor wood boiler, what you do. Do you stack it in there? I know, like, if you have a wood stove, it's beneficial to like stack your pieces in and kind of fit as much into your firebox as you can. I don't know if that's the same with the outdoor wood boiler, if it matters or not, but I might do a couple loads each way and then see which one ends up not having that center of the wood burn out as, you know, like it was this morning. The one thing though I'm still very impressed with the amount of wood that I'm using. Like it's far less. I noticed a big difference now, even when it's getting colder. Like I will go a lot longer on a lot less wood with the Crown Royal than I did with the WoodMaster. The other thing that I really like about this is just what I did today. I cleaned out the ash pan, I cleaned out the multi-chamber, and I didn't have to have the door to the firebox open. And that, I think, is a huge benefit. It's really nice to be able to do that maintenance and not have all that smoke coming out the door of the firebox. So that's a big advantage. And again, like the other one, the other huge advantage is just the fact that I'm not burning as much wood and I'm getting more from less wood. I'm getting more heat, longer sessions between fill-ups, and not using as much wood, so that is good. But yeah, let me know what you think, if it matters which way you toss the wood into the firebox of an outdoor wood boiler.